There's a quiet but striking tension that lives inside every pixelated wood sculpture. At first, you might not even notice it. You see a figure or the suggestion of one, human maybe. Or perhaps it's a landscape, a geometric terrain, something abstract. But then you get closer. You notice the surface isn't smooth. It's broken down into little blocks, tiny squares stacked and layered, almost like the forms in an old digital video game. But instead of being light on a screen, these are solid, physical, wooden pieces. They're heavy, textured, real. It's a contradiction you feel immediately. Something ancient meets something impossibly modern. The warmth and grain of natural wood fused with the cold, calculated language of pixels. You don't often expect to see those two ideas together. And yet, when they blend like this, the effect is mesmerizing. Pixelated wood sculptures aren't just about shapes and blocks. They're about perception. About how our minds process form. Our brains are wired to complete patterns. When we see enough visual information, even if it's broken into crude blocks, we recognize a face, a body, a movement. That's part of what makes these sculptures so powerful. They work with just enough detail to make the mind fill in the rest. They create presence through absence, form through suggestion. The origin of these pieces is often rooted in a digital space. Artists might begin with a 3D model, scanned from a real object or generated entirely on a screen. The digital form is then simplified, reduced, and transformed into a blocky, pixelated mesh. What begins as a smooth, continuous model becomes a jagged, low-resolution abstraction. But that's only half the story. The real magic begins when that data is translated into wood, one block, one layer, one piece at a time. It's not easy. The process requires a balance between machine precision and human intuition. Some artists use CNC machines or laser cutters to rough out layers. Others shape each piece by hand. But even with technology involved, there's a deeply manual aspect to the work. The wood must be selected. The grain direction considered. Each block must fit just right. Every glue seam, every line, every joint, intentional. It's not a puzzle. It's a composition. What makes the final object so compelling is how it lives in two worlds at once. From far away, many of these sculptures read clearly. You see the figure standing proud. You see the expression on the face. You see the pose. But step closer and the illusion dissolves. It becomes an abstract construction of cubes and slivers. Like stepping inside a digital model, but with splinters and scent and dust. It's strangely emotional. And it raises questions too. Questions about how we see people now, how we capture identity, memory, image. In a world flooded with selfies and avatars and constant image feeds, what does it mean to recreate a body in blocks? Are we reduced to data? Or are we just finding new ways to express our humanity in a digitized era? There's also something unexpectedly nostalgic about these sculptures. They echo the earliest days of digital art, the low-res icons, the 8-bit video games, the glitchy graphics that now feel charming and retro. But the wood gives those old pixel forms new life. It makes them tactile again. It's like holding a piece of forgotten digital history in your hands, made warm by grain and weight. Some artists push this tension even further. They carve what looks like a classical sculpture, a bust for example, but allow parts of the head or shoulders to fragment into pixels, like the figure is uploading or dissolving in mid-thought. Other times, the figure emerges from the blockiness like it's breaking free of the code. The pixelation becomes a metaphor, a commentary on how we're all part digital now, part analog, part algorithm. We exist in both flesh and data. There's also something deeply architectural about these sculptures. The way the blocks interlock, the way they catch light and shadow. They become miniature structures, temples to form, staircases of meaning, surfaces that invite not just viewing but exploring. They're like small cities you can hold or walk around. Each step reveals a new face, a new angle. Nothing stays static. And let's talk about the material, the wood itself, because that's where the real beauty lives. Even when the form is sharply pixelated, the wood softens it. The way the grain moves across the faces of each block adds unexpected motion. A single knot becomes a visual anchor. A color shift across different woods creates gradients and shadows that mimic digital effects, but they're completely natural. No two pieces are ever the same, even if cut to the same shape. That's what makes wood so endlessly rewarding. It resists uniformity. Some artists play with contrast by mixing species of wood, maple and walnut, oak and cherry, pale and dark. The result is a kind of pixelated patchwork that's both chaotic and controlled. Others stick with one species, letting the tonal subtleties carry the work. Either way, the texture of the wood elevates the abstraction. It makes it relatable, personal, alive. And the longer you live with one of these sculptures, the more it changes. As the wood ages, the color deepens. The joints shift slightly. The surface catches light differently. Unlike real pixels, which are fixed on a screen and never age, these wooden pixels grow with time. They gather meaning. They absorb moments. You might not notice it right away, but they become part of your space in a quiet, powerful way. The emotional experience of viewing a pixelated sculpture isn't always immediate. Sometimes it sneaks up on you. You walk past it. You glance at it. It's strange, fragmented. But then one day it clicks. You see the face in the blocks. You recognize the gesture in the angles. It speaks. Not with clarity, but with resonance. Like a song you don't quite know the lyrics to, but still understand. That's the brilliance of this kind of art. It leaves room for interpretation, for memory, for imagination. It's not trying to replicate life exactly. It's trying to reflect how we experience it, partly clear, partly blurry, always shifting. Like a photograph that didn't fully download. Like a memory from a dream. Familiar but pixelated. And in this way, pixelated wood sculpture becomes more than a technical novelty, more than a clever style. It becomes a form of storytelling, of mapping identity, of confronting the space between who we are and how we're seen, by others, by machines, even by ourselves. It reminds us that we are constantly becoming, constantly shifting form. Sometimes we're whole, sometimes we feel fractured, but always there's a pattern holding us together. A grid maybe, a structure. Even in distortion there is design. And in that sense, these sculptures are not just representations of people or objects. They are metaphors for experience itself. Fragmented, beautiful, layered, alive. They challenge us to look twice, to step back, then in, to see the data and the story, to see the block and the soul. That duality, that dance between precision and poetry, is what keeps pixelated wood sculptures so compelling, so human, so now. Pixelated wood sculptures represent a fascinating collision of the digital and the natural worlds. At first glance, the sharp, blocky forms recall the pixelated imagery of early computer graphics or the modern pixel art movement. But then you realize these sculptures aren't made of plastic or glass. They're carved from warm, living wood. This contrast between high-tech concept and organic material creates a tension that feels fresh, surprising, and deeply engaging. What makes pixelated wood sculptures so compelling is how they translate something inherently digital into something tactile and physical. Pixels, by nature, are flat and visual, little squares of color on a screen. But here, those squares become three-dimensional blocks of wood, each with its own grain, texture, and imperfections. They pop out, recede, stack, and interlock. It's a reminder that even the most abstract, modern ideas can be grounded in natural, honest materials. The blocky, geometric shapes challenge traditional notions of wood sculpture. Instead of smooth curves or flowing lines, these sculptures embrace angles, edges, and repetition. Yet, because the wood itself is organic, the pieces never feel cold or mechanical. The natural grain runs through every pixel, the variations in color soften the harsh edges, and the imperfections bring warmth and personality. It's a marriage of two worlds that rarely meet, the pixelated digital grid and the timeless flow of wood. Beyond the striking visual impact, pixelated wood sculptures invite a different kind of interaction. They make us think about how we experience the digital world. How something as intangible as pixels can be given form. How the boundaries between virtual and physical continue to blur. There's a playfulness in these works, but also a deeper commentary on technology's place in our lives and how we translate it into tangible culture. For the viewer, this art encourages a slower kind of looking. You want to study each block, notice how the grain lines shift from one pixel to the next, feel the texture, imagine the carving process behind it. There's a rhythm created by the repetition and the subtle variations in the wood that draws your eye and holds your attention. What seems like a simple grid at first becomes a complex interplay of form, texture, and light. In a modern home or gallery, pixelated wood sculptures make a bold statement. They fit beautifully with contemporary interiors, tech-inspired spaces, or anywhere you want to bring a touch of nature and craftsmanship into a digital conversation. They challenge the idea that natural materials and technology exist in separate spheres. They show how they can coexist, influence each other, and create something entirely new. Ultimately, pixelated wood sculptures celebrate transformation. They transform the raw, organic into something geometric and modern. They transform pixels from flat images into tangible blocks. and they transform how we think about the relationship between material, form, and meaning. So if you're drawn to art that challenges perception, bridges worlds, and offers both warmth and edge, Pixelated wood sculptures are a fascinating exploration. They remind us that even in our digital age, the natural world still holds endless potential to surprise, inspire, and connect.